What is up, everybody?
Howdy.
We are live on YouTube and Twitch. Welcome to the show. My name's
Welcome.
Seth. This is my buddy Dave over here.
Oh, yeah.
We talk about wrestling on the show every couple weeks.
Yep. And it's a big season right now in wrestling.
Yeah, we got some cool stuff coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Hop in the chat if you're watching. If you want to support us, we're going to plug something a little different today. We got our own shop.
We got our own shop.
Okay. So
and this is where you want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually the most direct way to
Support us. Yeah. It's not even close. Of course it is. Yeah.
So that's what we're plugging from now on.
Yeah. Yeah. That's for sure.
It is redesigned and things like that.
Yep. Looks great.
It's somewhat, I mean, it was probably a couple months ago. It was completely revamped.
Yep.
But you can go on there and shop by like whatever show from the whole studio or whatever.
Yeah.
So just go to the address here, shop.clearshotstudios.com, and you can just click on Burning Hammer Wrestling. It's got a bunch of stuff there. And if you ever have any suggestions for merch, dude, like
let us know.
Shoot them over.
Yeah, send suggestions for sure.
Because we're always like trying to come up with random stuff to put on t-shirts.
Oh, yeah, we are, for sure. There's a classic on there that I won't give away, but if you go check it out, you'll know.
Yeah.
I have one of that. I would love to get another of that shirt because it's too random.
I don't know if I have. I think that's might be the only one I have, honestly.
It is for me. I need to get more.
Yeah.
And now is the time. You
might just get like the logo. Just to
hell yeah. Hell
yeah. So yeah, dude, like Jericho came back.
Yep. Jericho
AEW.
came back. Looks great.
The list is back too.
List is back. Yep. Obsessed
that
with that.
Might even be a bigger debut.
Obsessed with that. Yeah, that is a big deal for me personally. That he came back with the list is like,
yeah, that's like the best character.
It's one of the best things he ever did. I'm so excited to see him back. People were, and I get it. There's like the back and forth, but people were weird about like, is he going to go to WWE or is he going to stay in AEW? And we speculated which way, but
yeah,
I never really gave a fuck.
Yeah, I thought he would go to WWE just to like end his career there.
Sure, yeah, I get that, but at the same time, I'm like,
do they really have time for Jericho too?
Where's he going to go? And he's a smart guy. Where's he going to be? You know?
Yeah.
But I didn't even look at it necessarily like that as much as just like, I didn't really care where he was. He's going to get used and he's going to fucking, whatever he does, he's going to smash. So it's like,
well, and like you
I just don't care. I don't see the issue with him going back to AEW.
Yeah, I don't either.
What I'm saying.
Well, I think it's actually, so like you said, he's a smart dude. So
oh, yeah.
He already knows that all this shit is drummed up and he's got all this hype behind him already.
He's going to use it.
So even if you go to AEW, it increases their numbers. So like it's a big signing for
no matter what.
Yeah.
He's so good at making himself, like reinventing himself and making himself relevant again.
Yeah, yeah.
He's just so good at that.
Yes, he's like, you always want to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even when
there's
like,
been some down times.
He leaves and he perfectly has his finger on the pulse of like, I'm going to step away for a bit. Yeah. And then when he comes back, he's just refreshed and it's like everybody's happy to see him again, Yeah. And he's very smart with timing out his absences.
Yeah. And he's got other stuff he does,
Yeah,
he's
for sure. Of course, he's in a band and stuff.
Does his podcast and all that stuff.
Which he still does his show, like, always. It's so crazy.
Talk is Jericho, right?
He's still going as far as I know.
He's on that network, that JR's on or something.
With Conrad, right?
It's like a podcast network that just like ate up a bunch of shows.
It ate up everything.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
But he's not hosting with Conrad. Jericho hosts himself. He's always been a self-produced thing and has his own guests on and shit. He's so good, dude.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of that shit, but it was funny because like I was listening to like a number of different podcasts and I was like, why are they all on this net? What benefit is a network nowadays? Like a podcast?
I don't know.
Network?
I have no idea.
I wonder.
Because
we did one at one point.
Yeah.
And it was cool, but it was mostly just like because we were all local guys.
That's right. Yeah.
But if you're in like a big conglomerate network, I think what happens is they give you, like advertisers.
They have to
and
help
stuff.
with ad revenue and distribution. It just has to help with it. Otherwise, who the fuck would do it?
Exactly.
What? You just wouldn't. There has to be a benefit we don't know about because we're not in one.
Yeah. So how often does he do that show?
Is he? I thought he was like a podcast. Well, podcast one is toast. But all these dudes used to be on Podcast
That's
One.
what it used to be, yeah, Podcast One.
And now it's called, I mean, I don't really give a fuck.
I don't know. But I would imagine they all just like share revenue. There might be some kind of logo here.
It's whatever that is, it looks like.
Anyway, I don't know how often he does this. It looks like he might do it every week or something like that.
Yeah, dude. 6 days ago, 1 day ago, April 1st. He's active, yeah. Which is crazy. And he's got all good. Did he have Luke Hemsworth on there? That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I'm like, he's just a busy dude. So like
very busy.
When he does get time off, it's not like he's doing nothing,
No. He's constantly doing shit. But it just harkens back to like his timing of executing all of the different stuff he does is really admirable. Like he's so good at it,
dude. There's some of these people
he's so good at it. It makes me go, how?
I look at some of these people and like I can't even believe, like I barely have time to do anything just because I'm working a job. I don't know how half of these people do multiple, like have full blown careers.
They just don't sleep, and they go as hard and as fast as they can 24/7.
It's so crazy. Like even wrestling is like, that's a pretty brutal job to have 2 other careers basically.
But that's what makes them such savage monsters of every second is used working as hard as they can on something.
Yeah.
Is because they come from like Vince McMahon's I sleep 2 hours, why aren't you? Stupid shit. You know?
Yeah, it becomes like a discipline thing.
It is, yeah. Which there's nothing wrong with discipline. And there's obviously they're wicked successful for a reason, but I look at that and go, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like I would love to, like even if we were doing the podcast full time, we would be treating it like a full time job and working it at that many hours. 40 plus hours a week minimum of working on it.
I think the main thing is that these guys, those type of guys, are the workhorse type guys that you want to be like the leading man in your company.
They're company leader guys. Yeah. And that's why they're company leader guys.
Yeah, you look at Cody Rhodes.
They never turn it off.
He does
it too.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
He's got like a couple episodes.
He does it while being the world champ of the fucking company.
Yeah, that's true.
That's crazy.
He like they were talking about a couple episodes that'll like never air because he got too hammered or something.
That's right. Yeah. I love it. Dude, the episode he did with Cardona was so fucking funny.
Yeah,
it's so funny, dude.
Yeah, there's like, man, I have way too many podcasts.
It's too much.
There's millions of podcasts.
I have like podcasts I want to listen to, books I want to read, YouTube series I'm trying to. It's like, when? When am I doing that shit?
Just don't have time for any of that. But yeah, dude, I'm just excited to see him back.
Me too.
I think
Can't wait.
It's a good signing for AEW. I think it really is.
Shocker.
Yeah.
It genuinely is. And we'll get back to him because he's on Dynasty.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think it's a smart marketing move too. You're like, you will build all this hype, even if there's like all this speculation going back to WWE. Those WWE fans now, they're like, oh, Chris Jericho, I remember him, or you're just like,
because they were hearing him, he might come in.
Yeah.
Now that he didn't, it might draw some of those people to go, well, let's see what he's doing. He looks like he's in great shape.
Yep. Yeah, he does too. Yeah.
Hopefully. I'd like to see more people that watch WWE give AEW a chance, especially now more than ever.
Yeah,
and that's not to say AEW is doing bad. I feel like they are literally the best they've ever been right now.
Yeah,
and they're the most balanced product they've ever been. And it makes me think. I think if WWE fans that are apprehensive to watching AEW saw what it is now, they'd be like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
I'm fucking up. You know what I mean?
You watch like.
And that's not to say it was ever bad like it was still a televised product with the production value. Yeah. It was strictly creative that got weird, and that couldn't be more resolved. They just are on fire right now.
That has always been kind of their low point. Like, but I think
they had one low point. You know?
Their matches are just great though. Like, you know, you always get criticism for some of the stupid spots, and like there's stupid spots in every promotion.
There's stupid shit in every promotion. That's right. That's why I see people being like, you'll see comments and shit, and who cares? But you'll see comments on AEW posts like with the fucking what's his face there? Is it Rush? That's doing the nasty gimmick.
Leo Rush, yeah.
Yeah, he posted that. People were like, this is wrestling. It's like, brother, it is. Get the fuck over it.
It's bad, yeah. The internet.
And then the people are like, oh, but you'll make fun of WWE if they do it. And it's like, that's true too. Don't make fun of WWE when they do it.
Yeah.
It's all good on both shows. Like, it's not that big a deal,
like,
you
there's
know?
plenty of shit that I can watch. Like, if I watch Raw, there's plenty of shit I can pick out and be like, that was dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure. Same, and then on AEW too. It's part of wrestling.
Yeah, like AEW, they had this like spot where they did like a whole chain, and they did like, it was like 5 bodies doing a suplex at the same time.
Yeah.
And you're
going,
like,
all right.
God, okay. But I don't know. There's also
they'll do that shit on WWE too, though.
Yeah, but there's other shit that you watch on that show and you go, "Wow, that was good." You know,
there usually is a ton now.
I don't know. It's the nature of live wrestling.
That's it. And when you have good shit, you're gonna get spoiled, and then you're gonna get you're spoiled, meaning you end up in a situation where the baseline product is so good that if it dips even a tiny bit, people are pissed. And it's like, I grew up when you had Duke the Dumpster Drowsy versus like that hockey goon.
Yeah.
It's like, let's relax.
I think a good chunk of it just has to do with people like have more fun complaining about things.
That's right. It's just the culture now. Yeah. But as a lifelong fan, I think we're both on the same page that we recognize that right now is like such a god tier time to be a fan of wrestling. And that although WWE is having issues right now, like it swung the other way and now WWE is having issues. Yeah. AEW was having a lull and WWE was on fire around like WrestleMania 40. And then AEW just this past year had All in Texas, and it felt like they hit this new era, this new stride that is better than anything else they ever had. Mm-hmm. To me, it's more significant momentum than they had even starting.
Yeah.
Because now they're firmly established and they proved they can overcome a lull period and be bigger and better than ever on the other side of it. That's big. That makes me go, they will be around as long as they want to be.
Yeah, and it's like you're of course going to get a ton of tribalism.
That's the last question that needed to be answered was, can they overcome this down period?
Yeah.
WCW couldn't.
Well,
they had the NWO fire, but as soon as they hit the lull period, they were cooked. They never recovered.
Yeah. I think you have to like step back sometimes and look at the big picture and be like,
sure.
Like, how are these companies doing in comparison to each other? And like, what's the trajectory?
The grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Everybody is killing so hard, but WWE has the biggest problem of them all right now. And I'm not going to waste a bunch of time even going into it. It's not even fucking worth our energy. Well, it's just TKO is scum garbage and is actively fucking with WWE right now, and it's getting exposed, and it's bad. Yeah,
so let's get into this then, because Punk's promo does have like implications with this.
It shows that even the talent knows what the fuck are they doing.
Yeah.
And Ari Emanuel is shoving his nose in it.
And I want to know how much of like a work shoot this is.
Well, they're going to turn it into money.
Yeah.
And they're going to try.
Here's the thing, because I'm wondering if it was like a planned thing, because you're getting close to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Your ticket prices are naturally, they're going to go down because you're getting close to the thing. So now you have Punk go out and do that and let him do it.
And then they lower the prices.
And now you lower the prices. And it makes it look like you're going, okay, we'll listen to you, you know?
Sure. I don't
buy 3D chess.
The problem is what they do in the UFC as well. The track record of TKO is to just be scum garbage and destroy whatever they
sure
buy.
Is. Yep.
Wicked is. That is like the UFC right now is debatably the worst it's ever been.
Yeah.
Like straight up.
If you're smart, you do this though, because you're going to drop the ticket prices anyway.
Yeah. Oh no, so, I'm with you.
So
they're fucking up.
You turn it into part of the storyline, or you turn it into
absolutely.
TV. And they understand how that works.
Yes,
they do. And
that's what they did with the Rock shit when he tried to come in and take over 40 from Cody. Cody went,
right,
and they had to pivot.
Yeah,
it seems like
into part of the program.
Yeah, and I guarantee you that Triple H is so not behind the scenes going, we really need to raise the prices and shit. I guarantee he's going, I can't believe they're going to do this.
Yeah.
You know, like I thought they understood. No, they don't fucking understand.
Yeah, I don't know what the
You already have it open, don't you?
Yeah, I want to see their ticket sales.
Oh, ticket sales. Yeah. Yep. We attempted to prepare.
Yeah, that's probably more preparation. More preparation than we've ever done, probably
because we opened the Wikipedias.
Tabs.
Yeah, the reality is the preparation is following the product and taking notes.
Yeah.
I
don't know if they're not gonna have real numbers. Probably
no.
Night 2 passes 40,000.
Dude, how can you say like that's what I don't get is like. And people are going to talk about the numbers, and it's like the second it's over like 30K a night.
Yeah.
How do you ever try to go, this sucked? Like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
That's wicked fucked up numbers.
It looks like right now it's around 40 for each night.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But this is Meltzer though, so.
That's a good point. I didn't even realize.
Let's take that with
I instantly don't trust those numbers.
Take that with a grain of
But at
salt.
the same time, I'm not going to necessarily trust WWE's either because they're going to just say whatever.
Yeah.
And also, I don't really give a rat's ass about the numbers because I've said on this show, I've argued that I think the arena numbers will never matter again because the show is produced, the product exists to be a television product.
Yes.
The best version of it. On AEW and WWE and TNA and New Japan and name a wrestling company, the best version of it possible is when you can hear the commentary and you have the best view in the house through the cameras, period.
Yeah.
The show is intended to be a TV show where you just happen to get to go to it in a live audience, no different than watching an episode of Seinfeld where they technically recorded in front of a live audience.
Right. Or cheers or whatever.
That's it. Yeah. But people have a wicked hard time grasping it because in the dead center hard cam is the live audience in an arena.
And that's the thing is like you obviously don't get commentary there. So
Nope.
it's totally different.
Why would it be as good
Yeah.
without the commentary?
You know,
I'll never understand
They
it.
could do the commentary.
Of course they could. Yeah, I don't know why they
in
don't.
the stadium if they
You
want.
hear commentary in stadiums at other sports.
Well, also you have times where Michael Cole come up with the same mic. And
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's the same. Maybe I don't know if he uses a headset or if he actually uses a mic. But
I don't
they
know.
can pump that.
That's
into
the number one
crowd.
thing that makes me not give a fuck about going and see WWE live over ticket prices. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I was never gonna go again before ticket price issues because I had been enough to learn that I enjoy it less when I'm not getting their intended presentation of it.
Sure. Right. They're
You know?
just filming the show.
Yeah. And I like to go to the shows, but it's not as good of a digestion of what's happening on the product.
Yeah, and I've gone to TNA shows, and what they do
Mm-hmm.
is they film it in 2 different nights. It's the same show.
Yeah.
So the problem with that is you can go
And miss shit.
and miss certain guys. Like if you want to go
trash.
see Jeff Hardy, you go
And
for
you
the
just
first
hope.
night or whatever, and you just hope he's on that part of the card. And they don't necessarily even shoot it right in chronological order. They can splice matches wherever.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
I remember watching Abyss and Eric Young in a Monsters Ball match, dude. It was crazy.
That's sick.
It was pretty wild.
Man, I love that you got to go see TNA. That's something I wish I could have seen. That's like TNA in its prime, getting to go back and see like Angle, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels type shit, right? Or Lucha Underground. to be in the audience for Lucha Underground would have been so insane.
That would be crazy, yeah. It was probably not expensive back then.
No,
either, you know?
none of it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually walked in for free because they were shooting it in at Universal Studios in Florida. Yeah. We were there. We just walked right in.
Yep. Dude, we went to a fucking Madison Square Garden pay-per-view, and it was in like 2017, 2018. It was whenever the network came out. They did a pay-per-view special that was the first pay-per-view on the network, and it was to like Chris and the network, the OG WWE network, still the best they ever did. And
they should bring it back is what they should do.
Man, I wish. But either way, they did a pay-per-view at Madison Square Garden for the network, and it was a full-blown pay-per-view. And we went to that, and tickets for like, we were like the corner of the, like if you're looking at the ring, we were the corner that would be up in the stands. So not floor, but right past floor, a couple rows back up in the stands.
Yeah.
Able to have a perfect view of the whole entrance ramp from the side and the match. The view was wicked good, and tickets were like $150 each. Yeah, and now that same ticket for a Raw is like $1,200. Well,
yeah, but
it's fucking so stupid.
You used to be able to get a $5 footlong back then.
Sure, I get that, but it's increased like 100x though. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I think that's second tier.
It's the best.
Actually the best spot to
That's the best seat I've ever had at a wrestling event.
I think so.
And I saw there was an untelevised live event in Syracuse, and it was the first time DX officially reformed against the Spirit Squad. It was before they reformed. They had already reformed in story, but they hadn't officially had like the DX entrance for a match yet, and they were doing like a live show circuit, a house show circuit, like getting in work to prep for the TV debut, right? And we saw them there, and we were like front row ringside for that, and got to like see Triple H and Shawn and shit.
See, if you're front row, that's different.
No, that seat sucked.
Really?
Because you're so close, you have to like look it's around, like going and seeing a movie in front row.
Yeah,
and you're
IMAX.
Like it was too in your face.
Yeah.
You would think it would be awesome. And it is awesome.
If you're in the bleachers, you at least, there's no one really blocking your view because they're down below you.
That's true.
If you're on the floor in like GA, it's like you have to kind of look over people, and then there's the guy with the sign that says the guy behind me can't see.
Yep.
Or whatever.
And you're like, wicked cool. Wicked cool.
And then you're
to
the
be
guy
fair
that
though,
can't see.
when we sat front row at 2CW at the Armory in Oswego and saw fucking who was it? Who did we see? It wasn't Matt Hardy. Was it Spike Dudley maybe? Who was there, and he fought a dude in the crowd, and someone
was that the one with Rhino, or was that the
I don't know.
There was one with Rhino.
I don't know. We went to a ton of 2CW shows though.
There's a bunch of
that place ruled, and it made me so happy on Cody's podcast when he had Kevin Owens on.
Yes.
And Kevin talked about how much he loved working for 2CW.
Yeah.
That was the Rochester, Syracuse, Oswego area, like this whole area.
That's actually on our channel. So it is. I put together a thing like where, it's that clip of them talking about it. And then I just threw in whatever footage I had from that show.
Yeah.
So that is on there if you want to see it.
Yeah, 2CW was incredible.
Dude, Liv Morgan got lit up.
Holy
backstage.
Fuck, bro. Holy fuck. Her and Roxanne.
Yeah, Stephanie just like
dieseled.
She came in hot.
Diesel, dude. They just went like bone to bone, face to face. And Roxanne's instantly down and out.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, that didn't look good.
No, that was terrible.
Yeah,
terrible.
She showed some pictures like her head was like just hematoma.
And it makes you go, like, what? Why would she go in so hard? But then it's like, dude, they've been kicking the shit out of each other the whole feud. They really have been hitting each other wicked hard during the feud. It makes me go, maybe they're cool with it. And they're saying to each other, we got to fire this one up. It's Mania season. Let's go hard. And then Steph was like, okay.
Yeah. There's also another possibility, but
there's also another, I mean, that's a possibility. Also, chances are she may have just came in hot.
Yeah.
You know?
I also think there's competition there, man. I really do.
Oh, of course.
Those two, I mean, you got to think Liv Morgan, they gave her the crown jewel thing. Like, they have had a lot of confidence.
Oh, she's one of the top stars.
Yeah. And then you have Stephanie Vaquer, who's coming in with like all of the intangibles.
Oh my God, yeah.
Right. So
the momentum and the intangibles for sure.
It's a threat, dude. It is a threat.
It is. But we don't know how they see it.
Yeah.
They might be full-blown team players going, oh, yeah, we need a feud. Let's go.
The reality
we don't know.
is, and we'll talk about WrestleMania too, but the reality is I don't think a lot of these builds have been good. They've been a little bit underwhelming.
It's been a lot of weird shit.
So I think some of these people, I think they do realize like, hey, we got to step it up a little bit.
They have to realize it.
Yeah.
That people are going, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like, it's been road to WrestleMania.
It's been one of the rockier roads to WrestleMania in a while. Yeah.
It's some of it's really confusing, and we'll get to that.
But
we're going to go AEW first.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get into it.
AEW Dynasty. This is
That's
12th.
the first. Yep, the 12th. That's coming up first. That's the weekend before.
That's this, or what's today? I don't even know what today is.
Today's the 9th, right? Is it the 8th or 9th?
Today's the 9th, yeah. So, it's this weekend, Sunday.
Yep, this weekend.
I believe it's Sunday. Yes.
Yeah, Sunday.
12th. So here's the
absolutely guaranteed to be filthy, bro. Absolutely guaranteed to be filthy. Shocker.
Yeah. So, you have Cope and Cage. That's going to be fun.
Okay, match number 2. FTR versus Cope and Cage for the tag belts. That's 1A, the most important match of the night.
Yeah.
I don't even care. That's the most important match of the night.
Yep. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think it might be. I really am looking forward to MJF.
Oh, every match is insane on this. I mean,
know,
dude, look
on.
at it. Alex Windsor versus Marina Shafir is guaranteed to be nasty. FTR versus Cope and Cage is guaranteed. That's going to be match of the night. Mox and Osprey, that's going to be incredible. Andrade and Darby Allin, probably also going to be incredible.
That one's going to be probably wild. You know what I mean?
Especially because Darby might win it and have a future world title match.
Yeah.
Thekla and Jamie Hayter, guaranteed.
Yeah, Ciampa. What?
Ciampa, Rush. Oh, that's the gauntlet, the casino gauntlet for the vacant AEW TNT championship.
Yeah,
that's guaranteed too. I hope Rush wins it.
Yeah, the casino gauntlet is cool. Actually, I actually like that concept.
Yeah, I like it too. It's like a playoff of Rumble, but only with the special entrances, not the amount of guys involved. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The Bucks versus Callis family, just specifically Okada and Takeshita versus the Bucks in a tag match. Okay.
Yeah,
that's funny, out of control.
You look at these AEW cards and you go wait a minute, they're just it's almost like they're playing my GM.
I'll tell you what I don't like about Bucks versus Callis family. Why is that not number 2 and FTR versus Cope and Cage number 7? Why would you not have the actual World Tag Champ match go on after the not tag match? Probably because they're planning on whoever wins is going to have a face-off with specifically Cope and Cage, who are going to win the belts from FTR.
I think they just view the Bucks and I think they just view them as higher up in the card.
That would be the incorrect view. How could you argue against it when the other match is for the tag belts?
Well, that's fair, but I think a bigger part of the overall storyline is Bucks and the Callis family. You know,
sure. I get that. I think it's their bigger. It's not about the belt because of the fact that they have this ongoing rivalry.
Right. I think it's more of the context versus the.
I'll tell you what's funny. After that is Jericho versus Ricochet. Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, Ricochet's on the list now, so that's not good.
Sure, but the order of matches is odd to me. That's all.
Well, it might not even be this order.
That's true. Card is subject to change, so I might just be bugging out over nothing.
Yeah,
but
this is Wikipedia, so it almost never is.
We know that. We know that MJF and Kenny Omega should be the last match, though.
Yes,
and it will likely be now. If there's any match you can look at on any company and go, is that going to be match of the year or match of the decade?
Yeah.
MJF versus Kenny Omega in the main event of a major pay-per-view for the world title. Huh?
Yeah, dude.
Huh?
And MJF's been beating everybody,
What?
like defending the title.
Yeah. And he has a strong argument for best single wrestler, total package wrestler in the entire world right now. Yeah. MJF.
Yep.
He is, if he's not number one, he's top 5 minimum.
Yeah, it's unquestionable.
But also, Kenny Omega is one of the best ever and is called the best bout machine for a reason.
Yeah.
He's a legendary, you have all of the pressure on my shoulders, easy money. You know what I mean? So there's just no chance they're not going to super over deliver on that match. There's no way they don't. And I can't wait for this, dude. This is going to be such a maxed out card.
Yeah, what was it that MJF was like taking shots at Kenny's diverticulitis?
Yeah, I don't buy that that's as severe as they say it is now, because otherwise, how's he in the company anymore?
But then Kenny goes like, "It's funny, I just spoke with your doctor too." And then he said something about how he's missing one of his balls or something.
That's so good, bro.
So stupid, but fucking hilarious.
That's the kind of shit I love, is like schoolyard cheap shit. It's how Jericho is. He's a god at it.
That shit is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Jericho and Ricochet is going to be fun too.
To me, I think that the last 2 matches of the night should be FTR versus Kobe Cage and then MJF versus Kenny. And the only reason I say that is because of the titles. That's all.
Yeah, that would be like the traditional way to do it for sure.
Yeah. Traditional.
Also,
but there's enough story. Like they have a ton of story shit going on, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And there's actual stories going into all this shit.
That's the thing, is the Don Callis family is like such a huge part of their like major storylines.
It is. And whoever wins that match absolutely guaranteed is facing off with the tag champs after they win.
Well, and that's what the implication usually is with AEW. And like, so when you see Darby Allin probably win this match, you go, oh, okay, well, it's either MJF or Kenny Omega is going to face him, because
he's going to face Darby.
You know, that's kind of the hierarchy that.
Although, dude, it would be wicked crazy to have Andrade win too, because Darby's already had huge matches. Andrade hasn't had his chance to show himself as a world champ level guy yet.
He's looked really good.
And he is good.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he's more over in AEW right now than he's been in either company ever.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
It's not even close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's actually been great. But Darby's been around for so long that you got to like at least put him in a title
he's
match.
been in huge matches.
Yeah.
He was in their 4 Pillars match and
I think
shit.
even if he gets into a title match, I don't think he wins it. So right now, it's so hard for me to see anybody taking that title from MJF.
Yeah.
And if he beats Kenny Omega, that's just like another notch.
It's just a legacy-defining title run he's on right now.
Yeah.
He's their most valuable player right now.
He's just knocking off everybody.
Every match he has is just off the chain.
Yeah, dude.
So
yeah, dude, the guy just like when he gets a mic, it just is natural. Like
he's as good as anybody else in the fucking world, dude.
Huge,
no doubt about it.
Huge MJF guy, right?
Yeah. Can't say it enough.
Yeah, dude. So WrestleMania.
Controversial.
I don't know. So here's the thing. Yeah, there's again, I think some of the builds have been weird.
Oh yeah, they have.
And I also think it's one of those, you got to compare it sometimes to the year before.
Mm-hmm.
And last year I wasn't super hyped on the build either.
No,
to be honest with you.
No.
And I don't know what they can do better. They got to start these feuds a little earlier than they're doing here.
Agreed.
It feels like Rollins and Gunther was like thrown together, and some of these matches like
Rollins and Gunther. Okay, Rollins and Gunther was thrown together because both of their intended opponents got injured.
That's true.
So to be fair, that one did get thrown together, and they just went, hey, we can have a great match together. We got to fill a slot. Want to hit it? And they go, fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I get that one. But let's go through the list. So the first match we've got is the Vision versus with Speed versus Usos and LA Knight. So I want to say a couple things about this. One, fuck all the celebrity bullshit.
Yeah. Did you see LA Knight throw him through his
well, I'll finish. So fuck all the celebrity shit wicked bad. However, I love Speed, and I love seeing Speed at WWE. He's so fully committed, and I have no problem with him being in the show. Yeah. I guarantee he over-delivers wicked hard.
I want to know how they set up that spot.
Yeah. Like, dude, everything he's done has been so good. He's been on the show multiple times. He's done stuff with Danhausen, and he was great in it.
Yeah.
And the thing he did on the stream where LA Knight shows up and throws him at the camera is just another example of Speed being willing. He has this innate ability to do things with his body that are just the exact right thing he needed to do in the moment for it to look cool. Yeah. Like even just the way he was like, through the air as he gets thrown at the camera and shit is perfect. And everybody can say they would do that, but when it's in the moment, it's a different story.
You're doing it live too on your stream.
Yep. Oh yeah.
The reality is he's an entertainer. Like he understands how to do that.
He gets it a lot more. He's a very smart young dude who clearly is obsessed with wrestling, and I think that I think he's going to do a lot better than people think. I think he's going to do a lot better than people are thinking. So that match doesn't bother me.
I gotta say, I think maybe they're gonna lose though. I think the Usos will win this, especially if it's the opening match. If you have this is the opening first match, you want the babyface to just win. I think.
So let's go over that though, because the Usos as Usos as singles guys underwhelming. Yeah. Usos as a tag team, one of the legit greatest tag teams of all time.
Yeah.
Versus Logan Paul and Austin Theory, who are also wicked good. They're wicked good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? LA Knight, hell yeah. I love LA Knight. You'll never convince me to not support that. So Speed is the only question mark in that match for me. I just think it's going to be good.
If it's going to be the opener, I think that's the fun way to open it.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's going to be funny. It's going to be fun. It's going to be wild, and it's going to hopefully set a good pace. But that's a high risk spot is that first match of either night. First match of the whole weekend for them, you know?
Yeah.
And then Fatu versus McIntyre in an unsanctioned match will probably be the sleeper match of the whole weekend. That has potential to be the best match of the whole weekend.
I think so.
Yep.
This one's weird for me too, because you have Jacob Fatu who they clearly want to push him.
They do.
They also have Drew McIntyre who
they clearly want people to see as a top guy.
Gotta be in the picture already.
Yeah.
So yeah, you really question this one as far as who's gonna go over in this.
Yeah. I have no idea. I just think it's gonna be a good, fun, brutal brawl, hard ass match between two beasts.
Yeah, I think so.
Who can wicked go and are hard hitting, badass worker styles. You know what I mean? That match is just guaranteed to be lights out. I can't wait. The first match should be somewhat fun. I'm expecting it to be fun, but Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre are going to just blow the roof off.
I would almost put money on the fact that someone's going to be out for a few weeks after that match.
I would say both of them are probably going to be chilling for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Same with the next match, Stephanie Vaquer versus Liv Morgan for the women's world title. I'd bet money based on what they've been doing to each other in the build-up that somebody's probably going to be missing for a few weeks after this match.
Yeah, that might be a little brutal too. It is a regular singles match, so there's not crazy.
I expect to see something go down at this match, whether it be Roxanne turning on the Judgment Day to side with Stephanie or Raquel doing that or something. I don't know, but I just expect something to go down.
Yeah, probably. I think you're going to see a lot of Judgment Day stuff at the second night.
I was just looking and I was like, we'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. But yeah, I expect that match to be fine. They're both good workers, and I think.
But again, this is another thing where I think Liv Morgan, they have a lot of confidence in Liv Morgan. I wouldn't be surprised if Liv Morgan wins.
Me neither.
Just to keep this like kind of feud going. And
I wouldn't be surprised if she wins by cheating.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And then AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch for the IC title. I wouldn't be surprised to see Becky win that.
I would, I expect Becky to win this.
Yeah.
Because AJ Lee's just, I don't know. It's just been kind of flat as far as
I also expect Becky to win it. Yeah.
I don't think this feud, again, I talked about
this
it
feud
before,
has been weird.
It just doesn't feel
the
like
weirdest.
Yeah. Hasn't lived up to what it's supposed to be.
No. People expected it to be more because you're getting this monumental AJ and Becky, like they're two legends.
Of eras.
Yeah. And it's been okay at the best of times.
Yeah.
And like, who cares at the worst? And that's no knock on either of them. It just seems like when it comes to shove, maybe they like each other too much in the back or something, but there's something not clicking that's making it so that their chemistry together is not ideal.
Yeah, I've got a feeling they just don't work well together. Their characters just don't work.
Yeah.
Becky's being a little... I just think Becky's character has gone a little too far with her... just like the way her personality's going, it's just kind of odd to me. She's kind of going off the deep end with her character, almost caricature like.
Yeah.
And it's kind of maybe too much. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that I would like to see Becky get back to being a hard ass. Like we thought she was going to be in the moment when Paul Heyman turned on Seth and she cornered him in the back.
Yeah.
That was the sickest shit. I was like, yes, hard Becky's back. Nope, she's just being a psycho now.
I'd rather have that. It's almost like she's trying
to play the man
back. The like Seth Rollins type heel. Yeah. Like over the top type heel.
And no one even wants that. We just want her to be the man.
She's not that. Yeah, that's what I mean.
She's so much better at being the man.
Yeah.
But it's whatever.
This is what is it?
This match is the most throwaway match on the whole card. Couldn't pay me to care about it, which sucks because I like everybody in the match. The Bella Twins, I don't mind. Bayley and Lyra Valkyrie, I love. Charlotte and Alexa, I love, and Nia Jackson, Legend, I love. Like I think they're great together. I think I just think why like a fatal 4-way tag.
I'll tell you why.
It's going to get 7 minutes too for no reason.
It's just so they can all be on the card.
It's a weird one for me. I don't know. I just thought this whole matchup was weird.
Yeah.
I would have rather have seen them deal with all this shit earlier to get to just a tag match.
Or not, though. Like, just have the Bayley and Lyra thing.
Yeah, fuck all the teams. Have Bayley and Lyra finally turn on each other.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Because the only thing I can see that can really go into a storyline here is if they win, and then there's tension between them as a tag team.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I just don't know what you're going to do if these other people win this match. What do you do then?
I don't know. That's why this match is so weird to me.
I don't see any conclusion there with any of those teams. Besides Bayley and Lyra.
That's right. Seth Rollins and Gunther, we already said exactly what that is. There's no more analysis necessary. Yeah, both of their obvious intended opponents are injured, and they got sandwiched together, and they are gods. So it didn't take them long to go wicked, believable field. Gunther's pissed about everything going on. He just attacks Seth, starts fucking with him. You know,
it was just kind of out of nowhere too.
It's out of nowhere, but at the same time,
they needed to have some man. They almost needed to have Rollins do something that would trigger this.
Sure,
it just felt weird that Gunther came out of nowhere and
he did come out of nowhere. But the point is just. They didn't even try to build a match.
Yeah.
They just want the fans know. So just let these
two have to be on the card.
They're gonna have a god tier match. So just whatever. This is the match that they go, well, let's just give everybody a good wrestling match because we can.
What do you think? So do you think Gunther wins?
I don't know. I think he could.
I think he does. I
legit think Gunther's going to win.
Yeah, I just think the way that they've been pitching him lately, he's beating everybody.
And especially because he doesn't have any tie to Heyman, so he's not even necessarily an issue with Rollins.
I think he's hurt more.
If anything, he might expose an injury in Rollins and utilize it to win, and they'll use that in storyline of Rollins versus the Vision.
Yeah. Well, he already had the injury.
Yeah.
thing.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
I think you hurt Gunther's persona.
And
more.
Rollins doesn't need it and could use the loss in the story against the Vision where they can use it as ammunition against him. Does he still have it?
It does more damage to Gunther to lose.
I agree.
Than to Seth.
Agree. And we got the main event, which is so like Cody and Orton, sick. I want to see that. Nobody's going to tell me not to want to see Cody versus Orton. But McAfee being involved is so forced, weird. And it's one of the weird. It sucks too because I like Pat in WWE as a commentator. He doesn't bother me, and he's had matches where you can see clearly he's athletic. He gets it. He's a fan, and he does okay. So I'm like, yeah, cool. I can't wrap my head around him being involved in this.
Yeah, I just don't get really what they were doing. Like they had Orton talking on the phone for a while.
Yeah.
But then Pat's kind of like a heel now. And
he comes out and says he's pissed and tries to liken it to the Attitude Era. It's like, so you're coming out and saying the current era sucks dick. That's definitely what you want to do is bury your own shit.
Yeah.
Like it's just weird.
It's almost like it seems like this match is starting a feud.
Yes.
Not ending one.
That's right.
Usually WrestleMania is where you end the feuds.
Mm-hmm. And that's very odd.
It doesn't feel like that's going to go anywhere.
No. And then night 2 is Lesnar and Obafemi. That is single number 1, the match I'm most excited for of the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. No question. That's the match I'm the most excited for. And I don't care if it's 1 minute. I'm so excited for it.
It doesn't matter. Like this is one of the few matches that's actually been built. And they didn't have to do much.
No, it's literally Lesnar's in the ring with Heyman.
Yeah.
And Oba comes out and they stare at each other and the crowd goes, "We are desperately begging for this." And then Lesnar put Oba over in all the buildup. Made him look like $1 billion.
You can tell he likes Oba.
Yeah, how do you not? The dude is intelligent. He's a wicked God tier worker. He has a 1 in a billion look.
Yeah.
He could do everything. He's on the mic. He's wicked good on the mic. Wicked good on the mic.
Yeah.
Like, he's incredible. Oba's I've said 1,000,000 times, he is the number 1 guy, absolutely guaranteed with ease to laser into the head of the company position. Like feuding, like he's going to be in that 6 slot facing Reigns or Punk or Cody or some shit within like 2 years. Absolutely guaranteed. He's going to jump over everybody.
Going back to this Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton.
Yes.
I think Orton might win this match.
Me too. I think he's going to win, and it's going to be his 15th, and he deserves it so much, and the crowd's going to cheer the fuck out of it when he does.
Yeah, I just don't see the night ending with Rhodes just going over again.
I guarantee Orton wins, and I hope he does.
And then I think Oba's going to win his match.
I hope he does too. That's going to be so huge for him. That's such a big deal.
I think you almost can't have him lose.
I love that Lesnar's going, who else to build this guy than Lesnar?
Right.
It's so good.
Well, that's the thing is he just becomes like the beast immediately.
And he is. Is he the most believable beast guy since Lesnar?
I couldn't think of
who else? Since Lesnar.
Yeah, not in that way. No, I couldn't really think of anybody.
Because it's not Ryback or some stupid shit. He was too dumb, too bad on the mic, and too bad in the ring.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Oba is none of that.
That's not a good combination, yeah.
No.
When you're dumb.
And don't get it twisted. I was obsessed with Ryback, but only the era of Ryback when all of his matches were 1v2, him versus 2 question mark locals, and he's just doing wicked, fucked up, dangerous, and neglectful power moves to poor guys.
That's awesome.
That was awesome. The second he had to cut a promo one time, I was like, his career's over.
zero regard for fucking safety of performers.
No. You couldn't pay him to even pay attention to safety. He's too stupid. So then we have Penta versus, this is going to be so fucking crazy. Penta versus Javon Evans versus Dragon Lee versus JD McDonald versus Rusev versus Rey Mysterio for the IC title. A six-pack for that doesn't surprise me. That's going to be so insane.
I just don't know who to pick with this. So like I'm going to eliminate JD and Dragon Lee probably.
Yeah.
You could see Penta retaining.
I could see Penta retaining.
I could also see Javon winning.
I could see Javon winning or Rusev. I don't see Ray winning. So, I don't see Dragon Lee or JD McDonald winning.
I wouldn't be that surprised with Ray winning. Just to give him another IC title.
I don't see it.
He's coming to the end of his career.
That's right. Yeah.
And what that does is it gives him a title. So when he does feud with Dom to end his career, there's a title on the line.
Yeah.
But Rusev could use this.
Rusev could use it
the most, I think.
And he could be the powerhouse demolisher guy that overwhelms the rest of them, you know?
He needs something, dude. He needs something.
He's great. He's a legend.
He is, and I don't think they've handled him right. I think that it's been...
I don't think they know how to handle him because they already used him right before he left. He already had world title runs and was like feuding with Cena and shit.
Yeah, but why can't you make him a big deal again? It's like...
I don't know. I'm saying I don't know, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like he's believable as a Sheamus, fucking Drew McIntyre level guy, you know, one of those upper card legends.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre's a bad example because he's an upper card legend. He's a top card current world title level guy. That's different. I don't think Rusev is that. I think he's like a Sheamus where he's a former world champion who can have great feuds with other world champion level guys who did it and they're not the current champ, but they're on their way back to it, like a Drew McIntyre or Randy Orton or some shit. You know?
Right. I'm not saying like I don't know. I just think if I was fantasy booking this, like if it was my my decision, that would be the route I take: is give it to Ray, let him feud with Dom, and then let him hang.
That's a good point.
You know.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if that's going to be the case. I don't know how long Ray wants to go. He seems to want to retire soon.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
Jade versus Rhea.
It'll probably be one of the better matches on the whole.
It will. Javon Evans. You see that name, right? Javon Evans.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I say that match is probably going to be one of the best of the whole weekend because that guy is one of the top 3 dudes in the whole company for me being excited to watch every second of whatever that guy's doing on TV.
Yeah.
Like he's one of the most compelling guys in all of wrestling for me right now, straight up. Jade Cargill, Rhea Ripley, probably going to be good because it's a WrestleMania match for a women's championship and Rhea Ripley's involved. And so she's going to bring out the best. She's like a Bret Hart where find a time Rhea had a match with somebody and she didn't bring out the best in them because she's a god. You know?
This is another one.
She's one of the best
I don't
ever.
see. I see Jade retaining, honestly.
I actually do see Jade retaining as well in this, but I see this match being really good.
Yeah, I just don't think Rhea needs this kind of thing right now.
She doesn't, and Jade does need it.
Oh, bad, yeah.
Well, yeah. So I'm with you. I think Jade retains. I expect that to over deliver.
It's going to be a situation where you need to build Jade's just like her resume.
She needs a title reign.
Yeah.
She needs a reign of terror that not terror in the way that it takes years, but terror in the way that you go, damn, she beat like all the best legendary monsters.
She needs names on the resume, yes.
She needs names on the resume is exactly right.
Yep.
Sammy versus Trick. Again, absolutely guaranteed to be a good match.
Yeah, I think so.
These two guys are money. Trick is in that Obafemi, Javon Evans tier of guys where I go, find a way to stop all 3 of these guys from being future world title main eventers.
Yeah. I think Sami Zayn is the gateway here.
I think Trick wins.
Trick to have the title.
He needs to win. He needs to win, and then he needs to go up on the turnbuckle and do this and have Sammy's pyro go off like he said he was going to do on SmackDown or whatever. Remember that? Yeah. I want to see it, dude. He's been incredible.
Yeah.
Trick has been incredible.
He is fantastic.
I think he's going to win this, and it's going to be a big test for him. And Sammy needs to drop the belt because he needs to move up and finally have a world title picture story again.
Yeah, I think people were kind of off guard, like with him winning the belt. Kind of.
But to be fair, what they do with the U.S. title right now is awesome. So
I think, well, that's what I think. This ultimately was just kind of him having it as a transition guy to Trick, because they wanted to put those two in a match. And
I don't blame him, because Sammy's a weathered main event level guy who can absolutely find out if Trick is ready to be on a major position.
This makes sense to me.
This match is one of the most makes sense matches.
Dude, and I don't. Here's the next one, right? So
I'm pissed about this.
Yeah, I don't love that they announced the
Me neither.
demon.
But it's again, I guarantee they did it because they're like, but it'll drive ticket sales. No, it won't. You know what would have drove ticket sales? Not announcing the demon, because then it leaves people going, oh, he might do the demon. Mm-hmm. Now we know he's gonna. You shouldn't have told us.
You know what would have drove ticket sales is building these matches.
That's or cutting the prices. Which we'll get to with the next match.
Which, to be fair, this match actually has been built.
Oh, this is the number one most built match on the whole card by years.
I mean, I think
by
so.
Years.
Right? Think about it.
Yeah, literal years they've been teasing Finn versus Dom.
Right.
Dude.
Everything else has been like a month. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And seeing the demon Finn, I'm upset they spoiled it. You know what I'm not upset about? Knowing I'm about to see it.
Well,
because it's
I
guaranteed
felt like it was going to happen
be incredible.
Yeah, I felt like he had to do it.
We've been waiting for this for years.
You just can't.
We're getting Demon Finn versus Dom at Mania.
Say it, though.
And it's according to this. Card is subject to change, so maybe not. But if it stays, that's the second to last match of the whole weekend.
Yeah, it would be.
That's a wicked big deal.
Yeah,
and Finn is clearly about to go on a feuding with Punk and Reigns and Rhodes and Orton and shit run. Clearly.
I think so. It's
because he just did with Punk.
He has to beat Dom right here.
I think he beats Dom here.
Yeah.
I think he beats Dom. I think something major goes down. I think he beats Dom.
Yeah, somehow he's going to have to do that. And he's going to have to overcome.
He's going to overcome the Judgment Day.
The Judgment Day, right.
Yeah, there's going to be surprises. He's going to overcome it.
Yeah.
Same way Stephanie Vaquer is going to have to with Liv. And she might not overcome it.
What if Damian Priest shows up or something like that? What if you had like an old Judgment Day member?
Yeah, for sure. Damian Priest to even the playing field for Finn.
Because Priest isn't on this card, any of these cards.
So. No, and he's already reunited with Rhea because she went over to SmackDown.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you have like an old Judgment Day, alum show up for Finn.
I think that's guaranteed. I think it'd be so nuts to have Rhea and Damian show up for Finn to defend against the other Judgment Day members.
That would be
sense. Filthy.
Yeah.
It'd be filthy. But yeah, that match I'm so excited for. I've been waiting for a long time to get that, and I
just think don't
tell us that's the demon.
Just don't say it.
In future, don't tell us it's the demon. Let us find out. It's way better. Yeah. But I'm not mad. I'm gonna see the demon. So
yeah. That's true.
And then the main event of the whole weekend, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns world title match. That's gonna be so awesome. That's gonna be so awesome. And their feud has been one of the only feuds being built properly just because Punk's involved, and his promos have been some of the best of his whole career in the build-up to this.
It's like Roman, I don't know. Punk's been doing all the work. He's
been doing all the work, and he better win. He has to win and retain. He has to win and retain. He's been doing everything to be the guy to win and retain, and it's obvious.
Yeah.
He has to win and retain.
Yeah, I think that would be my pick too. It'll be interesting because I think we'll probably do a post show.
We're definitely, yeah.
Because Are you
off Monday?
I'm on like straight vacation mode right now. I'm off for like 14 days.
Holy shit! So are you gonna be off Monday then?
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
Yeah, of course you would.
Yeah. I don't care if we do it Monday or like right after the show. It doesn't matter to me. I'll probably be a little.
I won't be able to do it right after. I'll have work the next day. I'm gonna have to go straight to bed.
Okay, I'll probably be hammered, but
the next day we'll do it though for sure. Has to be done.
Yeah.
Even if you're hungover or some bullshit and we end up just doing it on Discord, it doesn't matter. It don't matter.
We'll probably just do it on Discord. So like,
we'll do it on Discord.
So every once in a while we'll do this. We call it Ring Recap, and
yes,
it's on the channel, and it's also like I also put it in our RSS feed, so it's like on the podcast thing.
Yeah.
So if you're like subscribed as a podcast, you'll still get it too. Mm-hmm. So it's basically like a bonus episode of the show.
And we can do that from Discord, and it works.
Yes, and so that's all we're doing is we're gonna just kind of talk about what happened,
what went down the night before. Yep.
And I would also like to see how accurate our picks here were.
Yeah.
For some of these things,
I'd be interested
because there's a couple of them that I am really on the borderline with. So
yeah. But there's a few that it's like, it has to be Punk. I'm guessing it's going to be Demon Finn. I'm guessing it's going to be Trick. I'm guessing it's going to be Rhea.
I think
Jade needs it more, though.
The most interesting ones to me are Fatu and McIntyre.
Yeah.
And Vaquer and Liv Morgan is interesting. Yep. And then the other one is this tag team match that absolutely doesn't make any sense. That one is the other one that's hard for me to...
It doesn't make any sense, and because of that, it has the opposite effect where it leaves you going, what the fuck is going to happen with this? Yeah,
exactly. Well, I guess the other one would be the other six-pack ladder
That's
match.
True, yeah. The Rusev Penta.
So those ones I am definitely split on, but...
Yep.
The other ones, I think I could pick a guy.
We have an idea of who it's going to be, and I will totally say... I think that the matches are going to be better at Dynasty, bell to bell.
Yeah, I would imagine.
But so. I don't think this is going to be a dog shit card, bell to bell.
I think what Mania,
I think the matches here are going to be good.
I think what Mania is going to need is surprises.
Yeah.
Because that's the way you solve
big story moments in some of the feuds and stuff.
Yes, it's how you solve the low quality build.
Yeah, that's right. You're going to have big moments that you know are going to deliver.
But, I mean,
let me tell you something that's going to deliver. Demon Finn's entrance alone.
Well, yeah. The reality is, this is a problem, though.
I agree.
Now you got 2 years in a row where your Mania builds have been weak.
Yeah, they got to figure that out.
Undeniably weak.
They have to figure that out. That's not going to work.
Yeah, there's got to be something.
And it's because of the past two Manias, it feels like TKO has tried to do stupid shit. The fans go, this is trash, and they revolt against it. And then TKO or Triple H or The Rock or whoever then goes to TKO and goes, see, you guys don't know what you're talking about. That's why you pay us to fucking do it.
Yeah.
So let us do it. And they go, whoops. And then they have to course correct at the last minute. And it's like, can you just let them have a full year where you don't fuck with what they're doing at all? Please?
And I keep going like, is the build really that bad? Because sometimes you look through the frame of WrestleMania 40 and how good it was. And so you're going like, well, is it really
That's one of the
bad?
greatest ever.
Or am I just like comparing it to
WrestleMania 17? It's like, well, that's the single best build to anything ever was Austin Rock at 17.
Yeah.
So
it's like, is that the case, or is it actually not a good build? And I think it's not good.
What actually had a really good build too was the Boyhood Dream. Shawn versus Brett Iron Man match. That had a 2-year build. Shawn won the Rumble, went and faced Diesel at Mania 11 and lost. And then he won the next Rumble. He won it back to back, and then he went on and faced Brett. And they told the whole story of him with like Jose Lothario and shit. And who knows if that's even true, but it doesn't matter. It was a good build. They made it feel like it was this wicked intense thing. And that was back when they had the old like mid 90s WrestleMania theme that was awesome.
I think
they had like epic scoring music and shit for it. It was just good. Yeah. They don't have.
They're missing build intensity.
They're missing production moments to the build too. Like we were so high on Roman and Cody too. All of the face-to-face movie style thing they did in the football field alone and shit was god tier. All of those things are what made it feel like the biggest thing in the world. They've done zero of that shit. You gotta
think too that storyline was so big that it headlined both nights.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It literally headlined both nights.
Yeah, so like it's obviously a 1 in a million fucking Mania experience, you know?
Yeah, they like shot their whole wad with that thing.
Yeah, 40's the best Mania of all time, I think. Overall, I legit think it is.
Yeah,
there's so much good shit at that Mania weekend.
In that it was the culmination of a lot of things. You know?
It was their Infinity War, their fucking end game, you know?
Well, you know, you can compare it to that. And the funny thing is, the Marvel series
is now trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah. Yep.
It's an interesting way to look at it.
Yeah.
But, dude, yeah, overall, I'm not super happy with the build.
Not super happy with the build? I'm not super pissed about the matches though.
I think, and we've said it before, I think I'm probably a little more excited this year than last year.
Yeah.
Some of these matches do seem like they're going to be awesome.
And there's a lot of new people getting
there's a lot of NXT
opportunity
guys.
To perform on a big stage. We've got Lash Legend in a match on there, even though it's that weird 6-man tag or 8-person tag match, fatal 4-way tag.
Yep.
But we've got Stephanie Vaquer in a championship match.
Yep.
We've got fucking
Lash Legend.
We've got Obafemi. We've got Javon Evans. Even Dragon Lee and JD McDonough. We've got Trick Williams.
Yeah.
Even Jade Cargill is having a huge, this is a different level match for her too. This is a women's championship match at WrestleMania, a singles match.
Yeah. So it's a big deal in that they got to put the young talent over.
Yeah.
That's another factor too.
Yeah. Which they're not afraid to do. They've been putting over guys like Trick and Oba and Javon.
Yeah.
Those guys are being built well and they're all wicked over with the crowd.
Yeah.
For sure. So, yeah.
Yeah, man, we'll see. That's what net is this following weekend.
Yep. So this weekend is Dynasty. Then a week after that's Mania weekend.
That's great.
Which I love. I love that they're not trying to bunch all that into one weekend. It's just too much.
Well, yeah, but if you're AEW, it's not smart to go
against
the same weekend.
Mania? No. You don't want to go against Mania.
What's TNA up to lately? They got to have something coming up too, right?
Probably Mania weekend. They'll have something, right?
I know they just filmed a show in Syracuse.
They did. Yeah, they did.
Events. Or they're about to.
Oh, they're about to. They're about to be in Syracuse. That's right.
Yeah, I thought about going, honestly. But
yeah, April 11th, Saturday, they're in Cleveland. And then Tuesday, they're in Syracuse, which is pretty cool. That's wicked cool.
Tuesday and Wednesday. See, like I said, they shoot the 2 days Impact.
And it's an actual Impact taping in Syracuse at the Upstate Med University.
But here's what I'm saying. Like, if I wanted to go Tuesday, how do I know I'm going to see half the guys I want to see?
Or fucking the Hardys.
Right.
Well, I've already seen Matt.
Yes. Yeah.
At 2CW.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. That's kind of irritating for whatever reason. I don't remember how long the show was, but still, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Shot in the dark, unless you want to go to both.
Cool. If the shows are good, like if they're both wicked good, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I'll live, but...
See what the ticket price is here.
They're super reasonable.
Oh, yeah, 40.
They're super good. Yeah, like $40-$50 for tickets is nothing, dude.
Yeah, you could go to both nights.
And there's plenty of seating too. This venue's fine. I bet this will be sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I really should have gone. I don't know.
I bet that'll be a sick event.
Yeah.
Always cool to see wrestling, a televised wrestling thing happening in Cuse.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know whether they got like a pay-per-view coming up or something. I haven't kept up with them very much. Rebellion is coming up, I guess.
When is it? It's the 9th. No, that's Impact.
Yeah, that's Impact. No. That's for the contract signing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Dude, this website's crazy, dude.
Yep.
All right. Speaking of websites, real quick.
Yeah, let's show ours and then we'll wrap it.
I have to type in the whole thing.
That's nice of you.
Well, it's because I don't use this profile as on my browser here.
That's true.
But yeah, here's our homepage, and then you, at least for the store, and you just click here, and a couple cool things on here. So I would like to grab some of these coasters too.
Yeah, dude.
I do have this hat. I love that hat.
True.
Actually.
Yeah, it's sick.
It's actually sweet.
It's all about that top right shirt, though.
I have this one. I like the gray. Yeah, this shirt. We do have that.
Whirling or whatever, dude. Whirl sling is so stupid. That
was AI when AI couldn't spell. AI's gotten better at spelling. I'll give it that much.
But
this was way more fun.
Like weeks into AI existing.
It was like way more fun when it was able to spell shit.
Now, if we want t-shirt designs, we also have access to artists.
Yeah,
which is nice.
Yes. So I was like, put two guys wrestling each other. Strong. I put like two strong guys wrestling each other.
And it popped out with whirl sling.
Yeah.
And we were like, we gotta use this trash.
That's incredible. All right, everybody.
I love it.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. We'll probably see you in a week, I guess. A little over a week, maybe. After
a little over a week, yeah. Because it's Thursday right now, but a week from Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be on doing a Mania recap for sure.
That's right.
And chances are while we're doing it, we'll probably recap Dynasty as well because we'll be talking anyways.
Yeah. It won't be live, but it'll be on YouTube and all that stuff.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you very soon.